What is up, guys? This is a bit of an unconventional video from my end. I really wanted to make it raw so I could actually introduce myself to you guys, which I haven't really done before. Now, if you know me from social media, you'll kind of know my story and what I'm doing right now, or rather from Instagram. Whereas on YouTube, I really haven't shared a lot about my life. And that's kind of what I wanted to do here, introduce myself, show you guys what you're kind of in for with my channel, and say thanks for being here. So I've loved creating short form content over the last 3 years, but never really dabbled with long form. And I think I was a bit scared of it. I was worried I didn't really know how to do it, but I think I actually feel more natural when doing that because I can be myself. When I am trying to film a script and I'm staring at my camera, I feel like my emotions just kind of disappear, and I've been told that a lot. Although I'm great at doing that, I just I have a hard time being myself when I know it's like, okay, I got to read this line and this line and this line. So I've really wanted to showcase my personality more through my long form content. So to give you a bit of backstory on myself, starting in 2023, I got out of a pretty toxic relationship. I was overweight. I was like 45 pounds heavier than I am now. I hadn't trained in about 5 years. And I was really depressed. I was looking for meaning in life. I moved to the city. I grew up in the country, was living in another part of the country with my girlfriend at the time. And when we ended, I moved to Montreal. And it was the best decision I ever made. Unfortunately, during that time, I was drinking a lot to deal with the problems that I couldn't face head on. And that took a toll. So for the first 2-3 months that I was living in the city, I was getting fucked up 4 or 5 times a week. And again, that took a really heavy toll on my body. I was trying to get back in shape. I was trying to train, and I was just throwing it all in the gutter with the benders. So August 11th, 2023, I'll save you the drama, but I got sober, and I've been sober ever since. And that's kind of where the story that you see on social media starts. So within about 6 months, I realized that there was a big need for me to share my story. A lot of my friends and colleagues were telling me they were inspired by my story when I was just telling it to them face to face. So I decided to start posting on Instagram. That started around 2024 January. I would make reels that were talking head, training reels, and carousels. I kind of was just posting what I wanted. And with that, my account started to grow. Not too crazy numbers, but I'm proud of what it is right now. I think on Instagram I'm at 2,600 followers, and I've posted a lot. I think I've got 460 posts. So nothing viral, nothing crazy, but I share my story. I don't dramatize things, and I try to be real. In that time, before I got sober, I found running, and I fell in love with it. I wanted to share it with as many people as I could. And training for races, you can't really run with other people. You're kind of doing your own thing, so it became a bit lonely. So I started my own run club in Montreal. That was in August of 2024. It's called Misfit Run Club. If you've seen my other videos, I've done a announcement video where I announce our new location, which is in the CLA store in Montreal. I'm super proud of it. We've grown exponentially. In 1 year, we went from 2 to 3 people a week to scraping 100. And tomorrow we actually have an event, and there's 220 people RSVP to it. So things have really exploded. And in the club, I really share my message of sobriety. I'm not pushing it on anyone. I just share my story, quick 2 to 3 minutes at the start of every run. And it works. Like, people show up because they know that I give a fuck. And that's kind of what I want to do with my content. And I think I'm still learning how to do it in short form, but I think in long form, I really can shine with that, to show my personality, to show what I'm going through, my struggles, the good times, the bad times, whatever you want to say. I'm also training for a triathlon. I did a 70.3 last year, Tremblant. I'm doing another one this year with my girlfriend. So that's super cool. We're currently training for that. And I'm also doing my first official ultra. I ran an ultra in September. It was a marathon followed by a half marathon right after, so like 64K. but it wasn't sanctioned. It was just, I did 2 races in a row on the same day. So my first official ultra is going to be a 50K. It's UTMB, so it's the 50K category. It's 46 kilometers and it's 2,600 meters of elevation. So it's going to be a doozy. So what I'm trying to say here is I have a lot of interests. I don't really feel like I fit into a niche. I fit into like myself, and I think that YouTube allows me to show more of myself. Like there's videos when I started posting vlogs of me in China with my girlfriend sourcing for her clothing brand. And I was actually learning too because I potentially want to start a clothing brand. So I have so many interests. I can't really boil it down to like, hey, I'm the this guy or I'm the that guy. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I try to be specific, like showing training, mental health, sobriety, but there can be other stuff mixed in there. And I hope you guys enjoy that. I hope you like that. That's what you're going to be seeing from my vlogs and from my videos. I don't know if it's just going to be vlogs. I'd love to interview people too, so it could turn into having a podcast every now and then. I really just want to share my main message, which is like, yo, if you are down in the dumps, if you are being mistreated, if you are an addict, it's not the end of the road. Like you can completely change your life. I got sober at 28. I'm 30 now. And in 2 years, my life trajectory has changed completely. And that's really what I'm trying to show. That's really what I'm trying to share with people is that like bad times don't need to define you. They need to, it's like how you get out of those bad times. Like that's what defines you, right? And how you deal with it and how you help others. And that's really where I am and what I'm trying to do. So I hope you guys enjoy the content. Once again, my name is Dylan. It is great to meet you guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.